Good evening, and welcome to Amuragal FM, Sunday, 11th day of December 2016. The time is 9:08, 8 minutes past 9 in London City, and the temperature is dropping down to 8 degrees. We have a guest on the radio tonight, Mr. Michel Jomandi, Ivorian blogger, who is much interested in the Gambian politics and everything. He's been very close to the struggle. He listens to so many online medias, especially Fatu Radio and other. He's always close to the Gambian news anyway. And also, he's an advocate of peace and stability and freedom in Africa. And basically he's been to Hague, basically. So good evening, Mr. Jomandi, and welcome to Amuragal FM. As you may be aware, we had the Gambian elections on the 1st and 2nd of December this month. The incumbent president, Mr. Yahya Jammeh, came out and declared that he has accepted the defeat. A week after he came back and just annulled the results. First of all, Mr. Jomandi, welcome to Amuragal FM.
Welcome. Thank you very much. And hello to everyone listening.
When you first heard that, how did you feel?
First, I thought it was a joke. Then the news started coming up.
Yeah.
Until I realized that it was true. So I was gutted. But at the same time, I wasn't very surprised because of what led to that decision. When I read almost everywhere and I knew what was the problem, I wasn't very happy. I was a bit confused, because after being very happy and I was very supportive, as I said, with time we will try and see what will be the resolution in Gambia. But right now, everyone is as confused as I am.
As you are well familiar with this kind of situations because it happened in couple of countries in Africa, including Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
What do you think, in your humble opinion, what do you think would be the outcome of all this rumble?
Basically, is the lack of knowledge of our leadership. Knowledge because they don't follow the constitution, the law they have created themselves for the people and for everyone. And they are the first one to what can I say? To
break those laws.
To break that law. So this is exactly what is happening. As I said before, Jammeh came out, congratulate Barrow, everyone was happy. Why on earth you came back again and said, I didn't lose and we need to recount? And that decision, you are making it yourself. It's not even the commission of the country deciding that. So you could clearly see that our leaders, they don't play, they just play with our life because the law is supposed to protect us. But seeing Jammeh to say those sort of things is really disgusting.
It's unconstitutional and it's illegal and it's a coup d'etat because according to the constitutions of the country, he should have appealed through the Court of Appeal, through the High Court of Justice. Then the case will be heard in the court. Then if rejected, then he can remain in power. And that should have been done within the first 7 days after the elections. But this was done even outside the 7 days, which made it illegal. So it's a coup d'etat. Therefore, it makes it illegal, and it makes it for any other nation, any conscious nation, to accept what Jammeh has just announced. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And now the issue is many Gambians on social media are now disputing, discussing the fact that a neighboring country, a foreign country, an outside force will come in and step up to the game and do something about everything that's happening. And people are, Jammeh, I'm sure they are Jammeh supporters. They said it's got nothing to do with Senegal. But Senegal has got the mandate of the AU, the African Union, and ECOWAS, and also the Security Council of the United Nations. Yeah?
Yeah.
If those people and the European Union, the EU, they are behind the Senegalese people, they are behind the Senegalese nation. And I think Senegal also is located in a very strategic position to Gambia, because everything, maybe the movement of people and the movement of goods and the overall peace or development of Senegal will depend on the peace and stability of the Gambia. So can you see what the role the Senegalese government has to play and the role the Senegalese government need to play? What's your take on that? Do you think a foreign power, i.e. the neighboring country, Senegal, should interfere? Because right now the civilians population in the Gambia are living in fear. So is Mr. Barrow. And we all know legally this man should not make any action or come back after he himself confirming the defeat.
True, what you said, it makes sense completely. But what I was going to add is, based on my own experience, the neighboring country cannot just come and interfere. No, it's not possible. First, if you say Macky Sall is representing the EU right now, then you need to consult the rest of the member of the countries, and they will decide. And even if they say yes, it's not only Senegal coming, it will be with the approval of all the leaders, and decide what they're going to do. Remember, there's so much war for the last few years in West Africa that they're trying their best to not to go to that road, but we never know what can lead to something. We don't know, but it won't be Senegal only interfering or maybe coming.
But you've seen in the case of what kind of defeated the outgoing, the incumbent Mr. Bagbo. What was done by the government or the people of the country, the citizens? What have they done? What was done? A foreign power or what? But I'm sure they're totally two different scenarios or two different.
It's two different scenarios. But as I said before, lots of those scenarios that is happening in Ivory Coast, it's like, I don't know how to explain, but it comes in different shape, yeah. But if you analyze exactly what the problem is, it's all linked to or related to the constitution, to the law that they created. It could be in Gambia, he's a president who said, okay, thank you, I lost, and he came back again, yeah. In Ivory Coast, it's somebody who lost and refused to go, okay. And in Gabon, it was somebody who think he won. Okay?
Who thinks he won?
Yeah, who thinks he won, and the opposition was trying to what can I say, to play to stop him from taking the power, which didn't work. But if you look at all these, it's different issues, but linked or related to one problem: the constitution, the law you created. What does it say? Yeah, this is our reference. Obama was in one. There's no great people. It's great institution. It's nothing but law. What did you write down that day when you sat down? Go by it. Go by what you said. But suddenly, the constitution or the law that you all created, it goes through the window, and somebody is just making his own law. It's not like, so what's the point of sitting for months or years trying to create a constitution in a country if end of the day you're not going to follow that? You know what I mean?
It's pointless. It is pointless.
Yes, it's pointless. over and over and over. President that stay in power for 20 years, 14 years, 32 years. What your constitution say? Does it say that you need to do that? No. So which means the basic law that we created. The only difference between us and animals is because we have law. And if you don't follow the law, it's very, very simple. You don't follow the law, it will become chaotic. Yeah, on the road you have traffic lights. If you follow the traffic lights, you are bound to make less accidents. If you don't follow it, you know what will happen. Yeah,
that's a good example.
It's true. It's true. We need to live by protocols. Okay? We set it down. We are clever. We are human beings. We say, okay, this is what is going to happen. Look at how you were telling me the constitution of your country right now. Is that difficult? Is something you...
It's not difficult. It's not difficult. Yeah. In black and white. Very simple.
Exactly. Is there, follow it. Follow it. Why do we end up in this situation?
Because of greed. Because of greed, I would say.
Greed, of course. Not only greed, but follow. Yeah? Okay? Follow. Do you understand? So, there's nothing else.
And beside that, also to make matters more complicated and more sketchy, what has he done? He went and promote over 300 army personnel. What message does that send to the Gambian populace?
Yeah, he just wants to be strong in his position. You could see clearly that things are because he didn't leave the power. You could clearly see that he still have room to manipulate, the society, people around him, everything, and stay in power. But in my introduction, I forgot to mention something earlier. Jammeh has he had a very bad behavior in terms of taking such stupid decisions. Yeah, we understand. But one thing I also want to underline is Barrow. Barrow, okay, took power, we were all happy. Yeah. And before him, you could see Jammeh decided to leave the ICC. And you know the reason why. Because of those imperialism which African people have been aware of for the last, I think, a few years. So they're trying to go against it. South Africa has left the ICC. Few other countries, they have followed. And you could see clearly what is happening. So when you come in and you say you want to go back to the ICC, first of all, that first step, you see, the country that is planning to go forward, okay, moving forward, the one president say, okay, we're coming out of the ICC. The other president comes and say, we're going in ICC. This is like a slavery, what can I say? One step in front, two steps backward. What is happening? Do you want to follow that? Okay. Secondly, he made some of the statement that everyone will recognize that it was a clear statement to Jammeh.
What was that statement?
That statement was basically trying to open up all the jurisdiction against bad things that has happened in the country for the last 22 years. I just want to say something. When you make that sort of statement, make sure in Africa we know our jurisdiction is very, very weak. Okay, make sure that you have everyone in the country.
What are you trying to say here, Jomandi?
No. I just want to. I'm going back to the statement he made because is prior to that statement that Jammeh decided to change his mind. So again, we are a young country. We are a young continent. When I say young, we are old, but our politicians they have a lot to learn. We will be going through mistake, trial and error until we become stronger. You understand? So that's what I wanted to underline from Barrow.
This just is like you said, as we are young democracies and young countries. Yeah. But I think the case in this case and most cases in Africa is just the denial of the truth, as you said, or the laws. We don't want to abide or implement or employ those laws, our own laws. That's another problem. But look at